Good day, everyone. The lesson today is about some kind or a section in the math is called statistics. This section talking about how to arrange data, how to use data, how to use the data to increase your income, increase your sales, product, how to use so data can be used in many things. So because the importance of data, math find a way to represent it or to deal with data. How? This kind of science is called statistics. First of all, we will talk about population and sample. What is the meaning of population and sample? For small example, I'm Mr. Ahmed here, the math teacher. Yes? Okay. And there is 5 of my students want to talk with me about something. They want to ask me the same question. Okay? Okay? 5. But I don't have time to listen to all of them. So the first one was Muhammad. Second was Shaza. Okay. Third was Tala. And maybe Khalid. And at last Saleh. Okay. They want to ask me about something. So they come to me, but I don't have time, boys. So could you please make it in hurry? To make it in hurry, one of them saying, okay, let's write our names in a paper and choose one of them to represent our problems to Mr. Ahmed. Okay? So they write their names in a paper. Okay? They write all one, write his name and find the box, small box. Okay? Put the names. And by random way, they choose one. One only. So we will take only one paper and see the name over it. This name is the one who will represent the 5. Okay? And say what they want from Mr. Ahmed. The one here, he may be Saleh. Okay? So Saleh is the one who will represent his friends. Okay? In this case, I will listen, so he will not waste my time. He will, I have a time to talk with 1, but I don't have a time to talk with 5. So it's easy to represent your problem. This is a small case of what I want to say today. The entire number of students, which is the 5, represent population. Okay? Saleh here represent sample. It's a sample. One of them only can talk and behave of them. Okay? The way we choose, how we choose the sample, how we get to choose the sample, it's called random way. So, first, I have to define the population. Population is the entire number of students, which is Muhammad, Shaza, Tala, Khalid, Saleh. Okay? Then, we need to represent one to save time, save the time of Mr. Ahmed, time of them. Okay? So, we will all have benefits. Also, you will give me your questions or your problem, whatever. In this case, only one is enough to talk about you. In this case, we call whole number of students population. The one who will talk and behave with them is a sample. How we choose this sample, the way we choose the sample, it's called the random sample. So this three definition, this is what we will study today. Okay? Population, sample, random sample. And the random sample is the best way to represent sample. One of the ways of choose sample is to choose it by random way. So this is the best way to choose sample. Sample. Okay? So just concentrate with me in these three definitions. Population, sample. The way we choose the sample is random sample. So we choose it by randomly way. But maybe next time if we choose by random way, it comes Shazam. Maybe it comes Muhammad. So, but the way we choose the sample is fair enough. Because maybe Muhammad want to speak, Shazam want to speak, Tala, all of them want to speak and behave with them. So we have a problem. So how to solve this problem is to find a fair way to choose one of them. I think the random way is fair enough to choose one of them, and all of them will accept it. Because they have equal chance. All of them have an equal chance. This is what we will study today. I hope you understand the three meaning of population, sample, random sample. Okay? Okay. Let's take an example to talk about it. First example, we will try to understand the relation between population and sample. The 2,468 registered voters in Morgantown are voting on whether to build a new stadium or not. Morgan and her friends really want the town to vote in favor of a new stadium. How can they determine how the voters will vote before the day of voting? So, do you think they will ask the whole number of, which is 2,664? No. They will take a sample from the population, from the whole number. This sample maybe consists of 100, 200, from 2,000. It's easy to ask 100 people instead of asking the whole 2,000. So it's fair enough to ask 100 to know how, if they are agree for the stadium or not, so we can predict before the voting if we will build it or not. So this is what is the relation between sample and population. As an example here to try to solve the right one, Miguel thinks the science teacher in his school give more homework than the math teacher. Yes, I know, I'm always give you less homework, yes? Okay. He is researching the number of hours middle school student in his school spend doing math and science homework each night. The blank includes, so what to write in the blank here, includes all of the students Miguel's middle school. What is, we can represent the whole number, it's the population. Population is the whole, or the entire number of people or students. A possible blank is some student from each of the grades in the middle school. So we can choose some. In this case, we call this sum sample. This is how to know. The convinced question here says, why it is more efficient to study a sample rather than entire population? Save money, save time. What else? Save efforts. And it is very effective. Okay? Okay. How to choose this sample? How to choose the sample? As I told you, the first example, it's by random way. So how Miguel will choose it? Maybe she can stay in the street, and anyone she meet in her town, she can ask him. So a representative sample, which will represent the whole number of voters, which is 2,000 something else, okay, actually reflects the characteristics of the entire population. It must represent the population. Like the example of Saleh. His character is easy to represent you, صح? Yes or no, all of you? I think yes. Don't say no. Okay, so in a random sample, the random way, each member of the population has an equal chance of being included. Yes, that's right. Because I can't choose anyone. I don't know what's written in the paper. So a random sample tends to be a representative sample. So random sample is a representative sample. How to choose the sample? It must be representative to represent the whole entire of people. Okay? So this is how to use it, and what this is the meaning between the different meaning between sample and population. Okay? Another example. Create multiple random sample. To be more effective, I'll give you another way of how to, but instead of making one random box, I will do two random boxes. How? In our example here, Morgan and Maddie will each generate a random sample of 138 students. Instead of asking all 138 students of the 7th grade of their school, they each write the number from 1 to 138 on a small piece of paper and put them in different hats. Okay? Different hats. Both, they make 138 paper here and 138 paper here. So two boxes we have. Two boxes. One for Morgan and one for Maddie. Okay? Morgan choose the numbers and we find it 55, 49. This is the one who choose randomly to ask. This is a sample of population. And also Maddie's sample was 38, 106, 21. So it's different. By the way, they only like each other's sample is like the in the number 38 and 106. It's already exists in the two hats. The all numbers exist in the two hats, but what's similar between Morgan and Maddie is this number. So it's easy, they take a decision. So after Morgan finish, they will ask the questions for the 20 people. After Maddie's finished, we will ask the questions. Then after the survey, making the survey, we can represent them. So there is 20 members in each sample. The only member common between both samples are 38 and 106. So it's fair enough. I think this amount of students is fair enough to represent the whole number. Numbers are distributed differently in each sample. So in each sample, it's random. It's not ordered. It's not regular because I choose it by random way. So at the end, the conclusion is the sampling method produces random samples that have mostly different members, but that are each likely to be representative to the population. So each one of them is fair enough to represent the population. Okay? Okay. For now, this is how we choose what is the difference between random sample, and population. I hope you understand it. You'll find the sheet. I will send you a sheet to solve it. Please do your best and solve it. It's nice to be with you. See you. Bye.